Trump said, hey, listen here, the 14th Amendment was for the children of the enslaved people. So listen to this, and then we're going to go a little further along into this.
It was really meant for children of slaves. This is when it happened. The children of slaves, it was not meant for everyone to come into our country by airplane or charging across the borders from all over the world and think they're going to become citizens. It's not meant for that. It wasn't meant for that. And hopefully at some point the courts will understand that without having to go through a whole big deal. This was meant for the children of slaves. And look at the timing of it and you'll see. And I hope judges will understand that. And it has to stop because it's really hurting our country very.
And he's absolutely right, because now we are a nation that has let people live their best life here and
commit crimes
and will hurt you, and they have the top education and top skills that they learn from here. But let's keep going a little further in here. I understand the concept of what's going on now. No other country. Well, it's only 2 other countries that allow this, but all the rest of the world, they don't allow this. But so let's go on. Let's go a little further.
I feel so scrunched up.
President Trump's executive order ending birthright citizenship is on temporary hold after a federal judge last week called it blatantly unconstitutional. Birthright citizenship derives from Section 1 of the 14th Amendment, which reads in part, quote, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. Vice President J.D. Vance defended the executive order on Face the Nation.
If you come here on vacation and you have a baby in an American hospital, that baby doesn't become an American citizen. If you're an illegal alien and you come here temporarily, hopefully, your child does not become an American citizen by virtue of just having been born on American soil.
Amanda Frost joins me now. She's a professor at the University of Virginia School of Law, director of the school's Immigration, Migration, and Human Rights program. Thank you for being here. Can you take us back? What was the intention behind passing the 14th Amendment, specifically this part about birthright citizenship?
Yeah, the goals were very clear of the Reconstruction Congress and the nation. This was shortly after the Civil War, and Congress's first goal was to overrule the infamous Dred Scott decision, in which the Supreme Court held that no Black person, whether they were free or slave, could ever be a U.S. citizen. So that was clearly the first and primary goal. But the secondary goal, and they talked about this in the legislative history, was they wanted to integrate the children of immigrants. They knew America was a nation of immigrants, more were arriving, and they explicitly said, we want the children of immigrants to be equal citizens and equal Americans.
Is birthright citizenship unique to the United States?
No, other countries have birthright citizenship. We're one of 33 with pure birthright citizenship rules. Other countries have some conditions or qualifications on it, so we're not alone. Canada and Mexico also have birthright citizenship.
If birthright citizenship were to be overturned, what would happen to the newborn children of undocumented parents?
Yeah, I mean, that's the really extraordinary point. And I should add, it's not just undocumented parents. The executive order applies to the children of lawful immigrants as well, who are here temporarily on student visas or work visas. So it would be a huge number of people that would overnight become undocumented immigrants. We could expect, hundreds of thousands of children born every year to be undocumented. They wouldn't be able to get Social Security numbers. They wouldn't be able to get passports. They wouldn't have any legal right to remain in the U.S., even if their parents did. So the results of this would be extraordinary. And let me add, it wouldn't just be immigrants who would be affected. A U.S. citizen born in this country, whose parents and grandparents have been here, that person who has a baby, if that executive order were in place, would also have to prove their lineage to the satisfaction of the government before their child would be recognized as a citizen.
What else do you think people should know about this?
I think what I'd love people to take from this conversation now we're having about birthright citizenship is how essential it is to who America is, to our values. We were a nation founded on the idea that we were rejecting an hereditary monarchy. We were rejecting titles of nobility. We're not about lineage. We're about location. You're here, you're one of us. And America is better than most countries at integrating the children of immigrants. Europe really struggles with that, but we do a great job with that. And this executive order and the end of birthright citizenship would put at risk something that's really a superpower of the United States.
Amanda Frost, thank you.
Thank you.
And as you mentioned earlier, we're going to see an unscheduled.
So I wanted to also I hear what they're saying, and I was like, just to make sure I'm clear. So birthright citizenship is a legal principle under which individuals are automatically granted citizenship of a country by virtue of being born
Let's
within.
restart that.
Birthright citizenship is a legal principle under which an individual is automatically granted citizenship of a country by virtue of being born within its territory. This concept, also known as just soil, Latin for right of soil. So the automatic citizenship by birthplace. If a person is born in a country that follows the birthright citizenship principle, they automatically become a citizen of the country, regardless of the parent's citizenship or immigration status. Well, that part right there is very interesting because she is absolutely the right one. On Mexico side, I don't know. I think Mexico side, if I'm not mistaken, if say I'm being a black man that marries a Mexican woman in Mexico, that child automatically is a citizen. I didn't know. I need to double check because I don't remember it being that like if two black people or two white people had a baby in Mexico, that's a Mexican citizen. It may be, maybe so.
This is saying that
in Canada as well. But I'm talking about people that aren't. But I'm saying people that aren't permanent residents of a place go to visit, have a baby there, and they become a citizen. I didn't know that. I don't believe. Do you believe that? You believe that should be right? I didn't know Canada and Mexico, on that standpoint, they're not citizens of parents.
I don't think.
I don't think so. I think you just have a baby there. They help you get an order and send you back to your place,
and then you go back to your country of origin and apply for citizenship for your child there.
I wonder how difficult that is.
I didn't know that.
Birth a baby, because in here you got to get social security numbers. You had to be born on the soil. Your parents have to be no. When we were born, we were given social security numbers off rip. Mm-hmm. So.
That's interesting. But if your parents are a citizen here and they've been living here for however long, if there is a statute of limitations on how long they're supposed to be living here for them to have a child in the States and it be considered an American citizen. But if the parents have been here, they're citizens, and they have a child, I just thought it was automatic. That it sounds like to me that's automatic.
I didn't think about two parents that were illegal have a baby here, and then your baby is a citizen. So now you're like, no, my child is a citizen here. So they get to stay here or got to stay here. But what he's saying is, okay, y'all not permanent, then your child ain't permanent. That's very, and it's not a bad way of thinking too, because think how many people probably milked the system like that. They like, shoot, we bumped over here and our baby can belong here. But then now with Tim Harmon and these people are like, look here, okay, your baby a citizen, okay. Well, if you want to, you can go back with them. You can stay, or you can go back with them. And that's, hey, listen. And what the thing is, people never thought that some of this day of reckoning would come. We go visit Mexico, we go visit other places, we can't buck the system. I wasn't there.
Right.
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Right.
But that's a big change because America is just such the land of the free and the land of everything. Now we allow so much here that would not be allowed in other countries, to where we make ourselves so vulnerable to people from other countries because we're just such the land of the free. But then we end up destroying ourselves from the inside because a lot of people don't have the best interests at heart. A lot of people do, but a lot of people don't. And when you have a lot of people that don't have your best interests at heart, it destroys it for everybody. And that's been a long running before they start trying to do something like this.
Yeah.
And Obama being he was the destroy master of this. So they trying to get mad, like Sonny Halston and all them people are getting mad because they keep wanting it to be Trump's fault. No, Trump will not top what Obama did. You know that? He can't top what Obama did. Mm-hmm. Obama sent so many people back, it was uncanny.
Yeah. I remember that. They did say that was one thing he did in his presidency. He was big on that. And
it says exceptions. Some countries restrict birthright citizenship to children whose parents are permanent residents or citizens themselves, or they may deny citizenship to children of foreign diplomats. So some countries be like, no, your parents aren't permanent here. They can't be a citizen. So yeah, that's very interesting. I didn't know that's how it worked. I didn't know automatically that you become a citizen like that.
Well, I thought if your parents were citizens here, then the kid automatically became a citizen.
I didn't know that legal people could make a citizen.
But if you didn't have citizenship and you were over here and then you had a kid, and the kid, I mean, that's just how the law works, but now they're changing it. That's interesting. That's tough.
That's tough one right there.
That is.
You know, and I know
That's
people
tough.
when we quit to jump in the comment section and be like,
That's tough.
people are going to be kind of heartless. They're going to be like, well, this is she blah, blah, blah. But then the thing is,
that's still tough.
Think how many people that you might know that might be of another culture. They cool with you. They grew up with you. They cool people. They like one of the fam. But then now they get shipped back to a place they ain't never been to or from. That's tough. I just really don't think there's no cure for that.
Well,
I don't really think you can really cure that. Now, what they can do, they can start changing them rules and stuff going forward.
Like, well,
but they would have
when
to
is forward? This is forward.
I know they would have to set it for several years for people who, like a cutoff of like people who are pregnant and stuff like this. This is where it stops. Like it would have to. It would have to be some right. It would have to be by this time.
Such and such,
you can do it. But after that.
But if you, yeah, well.
But I believe that this is all going to take place, and I think this is all going to happen unless you go in the next 4 years, a Republican, a liberal person gets in office and completely tries to reverse it. You know, some of this stuff is a long time coming. And the more and more we deal with countries that's going over here, that's buying our land, people from like, you got these Asian, you got China coming over here, buying all the land up for no reason. People can't figure out why y'all buying acres and acres of land, and you have citizenship, and y'all have, we taught you and we gave you money, and then you can turn around and destroy us. That's what America has to really wake up to. You don't want to let foreign people come in and destroy your stuff. If somebody's coming here to work, make money, live a good life, that's one thing, but they come here to take you out. That's another thing.
Well, thanks to Biden, a lot of stuff has gone down that shouldn't have, but now it's changing.
All right, y'all. 2025 is here. It's a lot
Subscribe
going
to
on.
the channel, great people. Smash that like button and share this video.
Bye.